Over the last few months, I've been asked by so many people in so many different ways, Marco, how is it that you build the deal flow pipelines for your clients that originate off market deals, motivated sellers, and basically find transactions almost on autopilot? And so I decided to share with you in this video a training that I put together that I generally charge for between 2 and 3 grand that you can get access for free for a limited amount of time. The reason why I decided to make it available is because, again, so many people asked me about it. So I thought, why don't I share some of the resources that can help people that want to find transactions build their own infrastructure on their own. And then if they decide that we can help them in some other way, then we are going to get to work together. Otherwise, they can just run with the resource and basically find the deals that they need and build the infrastructure they desire. So I'm going to run you through how the training is structured, and then I'm going to tell you how you can get access to it. But before we dive into that, let me just give you a brief overview of what we have done briefly in terms of deals. You can go to ulyssesholding.com/. Case studies, and over there you will find a list of people that we work with in different industries, different geographies, different types of companies. So we're talking about search funds, investment firms, brokers, companies that wanted to expand, you name it, multinational groups, small firms. We've done everything in between. So if you're one of these people that is looking to buy a business, acquire a new asset for his portfolio, doing something similar to that, and you want to find more off-market deal flow that is proprietary to you and you alone, then this training, this resource is going to be very, very helpful. So let's walk us through it, and let's see how that looks like. Well, basically, the program itself is structured in a very simplistic manner. The objective is to create a few channels of outreach that are going to help us in finding deal flow and reaching out to business owners that might be interested in selling their company. And after that, centralize everything into a platform that we're going to use to manage the leads that come in after they raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested, so that we can manage, all the processes that are related to LOI, NDA, whatever, due diligence in one place. After that, I included some bonuses for you that are going to help you in a variety of different ways, and I'm going to talk with you about that in a second. So, intro, just setting the expectations, because this is going to be primarily a technical guide. So if you're looking for strategy, probably we need to get on a call to discuss how we can help you a little bit more in specific. It's difficult to put strategy into a training program because every single search, every single business that you want to find is different compared to the one of another person. And so the strategy and the approach will vary depending on geography, business size, sector, many different variables. So for that, we will need to work on a customized engagement. But if you're looking for a technical setup instead, you're struggling with finding deals, building a pipeline that is consistent over time, that can run without you being there all the time, and ultimately bring you leads consistently, then this is what you can get access to, because we're going to have a section on cold email, how to set it up, how to make it work effectively. SMS and WhatsApp, very similar, mimicking what people do in the real estate industry. Social media, a strong emphasis on LinkedIn. More things can be discussed on other social media platforms, but that is more advanced stuff that we don't cover in this basic training. Then some resources, some links and downloadable things that you can use. And then the automation part. So how can we centralize everything into the CRM so that you can manage leads as they come through, have everything synced up, and collect the opportunities accordingly. Then there's the bonus sections, which I'm not going to share here. You're going to need to click on it and find out what they are on your own. Let me just say that the bonus one is going to cover how you can get leads and information data online for cheap. So how can you save tens of thousands of dollars on expensive databases, platforms, by creating a system that finds you the right amount of data and the right data without spending that much money. That's going to be bonus number one. Bonus number two is going to be a strong add on some references of partners that we um, work with in the past that can help you, one, in adding new channels to the system to be even more effective in the way you find deal flow. But also, they can help you streamline the process of execution of the deal to give huge incentives to the seller. And what I mean by that is simple. There are a lot of people who are interested in selling their company around the world, but they're worried about some implications that might happen as they conclude and consume the transaction. As you solve these things for them, you're going to go on top of their buyer list and you're going to become a huge, premium buyer on their eyes, because you're basically solving not only the problem of the exit, but also the problems associated with the exit that can come after. So that is a huge plus, and we have some resources there, some references that you can use to streamline that and make yourself in a very appealing party, basically for any buyer. So those are some of the resources that you're going to get access to. Basically, it's a condensed training from a technical setup that enables you to start finding deals on your own, off-market deals that are proprietary to you and that you can then run on your own. That is helpful not only for people that are just getting started and they're building things from scratch, or people that are just finding their first business, but also for advisors and maybe groups that used to outsource this process and now they want to build it internally. This can give you a head start, streamline the process of finding your first couple deals, see how things are rolling, and then build on that. Because of course there are more advanced things that we can talk about, more channels that we can add to the mix, and kind of like a more complex infrastructure that we can build. But of course, that is not something that we give away for free. This is just the basic foundational stuff that answers most of the questions that I received over the last few months. So, like, how do we create a pipeline that can then run on its own, streamline the process of getting leads, and help us create a consistent pipeline of opportunities that we can then use to close a deal faster. And so, if you want to get access to it, basically there's going to be a link in the description that you can click. Don't know for how long this is going to be accessible. Might be 1 week, 2 weeks. Today's September the 9th. It might be longer than that. It depends on how long the team decides to make this available. Long story short, if you're watching this and you click the link and you still get the opportunity to, get in for free, just take advantage of it, because you're not going to regret it. This thing is something that we used to charge for. And the way you can do that is by just clicking the link. You're going to get prompt to a page like this. You can just type in your email and full name and proceed to check out. As you can see, it's going to be priced at $0. It's not going to ask you your credit card or any type of confidential information. Don't worry about it. You just need to plug in email and full name, proceed to check out, and then get access to the training. And you're going to get an email from us where you can create your credentials and then access the platform. And then this is the place where you're going to end up with. And you can start consuming things and implementing stuff. And again, I want to be very clear. This is for all of you that want to build things and have some lags in terms of technical setup, don't know how things are structured. Maybe they've built a deal flow pipeline that is not working so well. How can you improve on that and make it better? And from a strategic perspective, instead, probably we'll need to talk one-on-one to see how we can make this and other strategies work for your specific case. So long story short, go into the description if you want to get the free training on how to build a pipeline of deals, create your own infrastructure, source deals predictably over time, create a pipeline that almost runs on autopilot, and ultimately get more deals quicker so that you can, beat your competition and ultimately close the transaction that you are seeking. So you can check the description. There's going to be a link in there. Going to get prompt to the other window. Then you get access to the training and you can basically start executing. If you want to talk about more advanced trainings, there's going to be a way to contact us in the first comment or something like that. You can talk with one of our team members and see what the next steps might look like. Enjoy the training, and we will talk in the next one.